Alright, hello, this is Psychochronic, aka Psychorarity, here once again with another episode of Rarity Talk. If you don't know what Rarity Talk is, it is my vlog or show or podcast, whatever you think about it. I think of it as a vlog, a historical vlog of my history in the FGC, one of the OGs that's still been here almost 18 plus years, just experiencing everything. And here I am with my little vlog, just explaining a little bit of history and experience, and here we are with episode 41, Western Canada Locals Photo Album and Movieland Movie. So here we are, Psychochronic aka Psychorarity discusses Western Canada Locals Photo Album plus Movieland Movie, my history of attending various Canadian local tournaments, mainly weeklies or monthlies or special events within the Street Fighter V era, along with a watch of a local short FGC film, the Movieland Movie, and its various experiences to me in the fighting game community. The 41st episode of hopefully many, part Canadian history lesson, part-time theater, part photo album. Speaking about the Canadian Street Fighter community through my perspective, and here we are, we're going to split this into two parts. And when I thought of this episode, one of the first times I did a photo album, I think it was a US Locals, that was 47 or so minutes, and it's like, okay, to me that was too short. And one of the previous episodes I did was my history with BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, and that was 38 minutes. I'm like, okay, that's still too short. This one I wanted to assure that I want to have at least 45 minutes, so I already have everything planned out. I never did some type of movie watch type review type thing, so alright, so I already have, the photo albums and the footage, and I figure, okay, if I add in this watch, guaranteed 45 minutes. So here we are. Let's just get this on the road. Alright, part 1, June 2016, February 2017, March/December 2018. So, my first thing here is Edmonton FGC CEO 2016 barbecue. So to get my history straight in, ever since I've lived in Mississauga, Ontario for a very long time, over 30 plus years, and as of this point, June 2016, my family has lived in Alberta roughly a year/a year and a half. So I figured, okay, this is a point for me to, kind of use Edmonton as a vacation spot, and, I want to explore this FGC. Even though I'm not playing Street Fighter V, I'm still, playing legacy games. So for this one, I happened, shoutouts to B-Ball, Spencer, Frank, West, Dante, one of the best Canadian Marvel 3 players in history. I just wanted to come along. I was here for early summer vacation. I'm here in June, got a free ticket from my family, and I decided just explore Fort Edmonton Park and Banff and a little bit of Calgary if possible. So I wanted to incorporate some FGC. So here I am in a barbecue. Alright, so here, okay, MacEwan University. Alright, here's the residence. Shoutouts to Evol, Marvel 3 player. So here's Street Fighter V stations. This is season 1. So this is Armika, Nash, Chun-Li, and Laura being the overpowered characters. The game is June, February, March, April, May, 4 months old. So I'm just gonna scroll picture by picture. The only people I know here are B-Ball and Fake Steve. I don't, and Dark Renegade, he's not there, and Evil, this is his condo. So I don't know much about the Western Canadian scene. So I'm going into this as an East Coast OG that wants to know more of the country. These are vegan burger patties. Right. So we're just watching the top 8 go on. Toast. So I'm seeing this picture. It's like I've toasted at COSFHQ. I've toasted in Mississauga. Whatever parties, and I've toasted in Montreal. I think after a Lynette's. So it's like, yo, you got to toast with people in other scenes. So This was pretty good. Toast. Alright, that's regular. Yep. That's not the vegan meat. That's regular burgers. Some of these pics are blurry. I'm trying to get, you know, Solid Snake in. Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid. Trying to get a picture. Momochi vs. Tokido. Jabali. Another toast. Grey Goose vodka. The Chris Jericho drink. So we're going to do another toast. B-ball with a foot dive, foot dive, foot dive. Golden Boy Neo shirt. Toast. Cheers. Alright, and then through the high bridge all the way home. Alright, and that is Edmonton FGC CEO 2016 barbecue. Alright. Next, the Movieland Movie. So the backstory of why I incorporated this, even though I'm not in this movie, the reason I incorporated this is A, I wanted to add in more time, B, I wanted to add in more emphasis. So the backstory here is when, okay, so February 2017, so Street Fighter 5 is in the scene 1 year. So when Toronto Street Fighter, when we all did not play at ANC World, we all eventually got, you know, booted out of that place. Where is Toronto gonna host their Wednesday locals? Toronto hosted their Wednesday locals at a place called Meltdown, just a chain of bars around the world, esports bars around the world. And they opened up a Toronto location. Shout outs to Alvin, aka J-Pots from Mississauga. I know who he is. So he opened up this bar. It's in Little Italy, College and Beatrice. Main intersection, College and Beatrice. But main intersection that's not alike College and Grace. I forget, but you know, College just west of Little Italy, and this is where we would host our Street Fighter 5 weeklies. And along with Street Fighter 5, this is where we would host our ST weeklies. And one of the people that was visiting in town, I think it was like some type of family vacation, something family related, was someone from Vancouver by the name of Kerr Holden. And it's like, okay, what's the history with this guy? Oh, he's from Vancouver, film student, he's in town for you know, family reasons or whatever reasons, and he's been to Cali and he's been to whatever arcades, and he plays in the scene, he plays ST and he plays hyper fighting. It's like, okay, so he came by to one of our sessions. It was pretty cool, and he was a film student, and he was saying something about this movie that he wanted to release out just about their local scene called the Movieland Movie. And it's like, okay, a little depth of the Vancouver ST scene and some level of Western Canadian legacy footage, so, and legacy activity. So here I'm gonna watch this movie. Can I? Yeah, all right.
I love being downtown on the weekend nights. Seeing all the young going out to dance, drink, party, all the bullshit in the week means nothing, and they get to surround themselves with lights, colors, and sounds, becoming a group, maybe get laid or something. Ain't no different, except for the dance bar is an arcade, getting fucked up in the back, playing games, and seeing friends from the east side. Difference, I guess. We don't have the money to be where they be. I mean, I've spent all day slinging nickel bags of skunk dope to strangers, and all I got now is 3 quarters. But I know a Movieland fee, 3 quarters is enough.
Oh, okay.
I first came to Movieland. It was my 3rd shift at store down the street on Granville, and I was just getting to know my coworkers, and we were like picking a place to go hang out.
Alright.
鐘先生70年代
Arcade
開咗
rat.
間遊戲室，
Yes.
自從80年代開始，我
Bit
就
of the
喺嗰度
owner.
做嘢。我唔記得具體喺邊一年。
Right, the back. Smoking weed, drinking beer in the back. Feels like some club type shit. Like now you got guns, now you got virtual cop. 8.
最有趣嗰啲係 Street Fighter Player、Top 啊、Jason 啊、Mark 啊、Dave 啊，
Oh, the
佢哋每個
Finnies
星期都嚟喺度飲下啤
beer
酒啊，
every week.
有時係20個，
20.
有時又少啲。佢哋又叫又
They
喊，
hoot and yell.
咁啊有時喺後
I'm
巷
gonna
啊
do
吸
drugs in the
煙
back house.
佢哋好奇怪嘅人，
Very
就中意喺度無拘無束、
like a wild and uncaring.
自由自在。
Alright. Wait. Mark. Cross-handed Mexican mark characters. Zangief, patient, low risk, safe pressure. Considered hyper fighting god. Golden. Alright. Hyper fighting god. Mark.
Most people crawl.
Hey, Dave Finney. Okay, one of the Generation 1 OGs that went to B3 back in the day. Vancouver. Lance Michaels. Balrog. Rushdown Suffocation. Dragon Status Supreme Purple. Alright.
There's no question about who's the best. You ever take a game off Dave? I don't think I've ever beaten this Balrog. His boxer is a goddamn beast.
Alright. Money match. Exhibition.
I've been playing for a long time, I'd say about 10 years. I used to take the game more seriously, but once I realized I could never beat Dave, I kind of just like let go, you know?
Yo, you can't beat this guy. 7. Alright. We basics. Alright.
I just like having fun and I like unlocking people's kind of patterns, right? Like if someone's playing a certain way, and if you just play strategically, the game can get stagnant because everything boils down to mechanics and timing, and I just kind of like the more creative aspects. That's my favorite thing, because you're seeing the diversity of the full game, all the animations, all the stuff. That's kind of why I play. I'd rather see the cool animations and lose than to see the same animation 10 times and win. That's just me.
Have you played the new guy yet? This new Japanese guy is tearing it up.
He plays so clean.
Well, it's a very tough game, you know.
He hasn't stopped grinding since he got here.
He just started playing.
I haven't played him.
No way, he just started.
Like 90 games.
Yeah, but what's his name?
Kentaro, aka not applicable. Old Ryu, Bison, Old Sagat Honda. Style unknown, dragon status not applicable. Dragon status? Six. Oh, this little trance.
There could be a day where you go
Trip.
too drunk and you just suck at everything and you waste like $10. But even then, it's fun.
It's still fun. Oh shit, for how much?
Focus in everything he does, and he seems to excel in everything he does. And so far. I've seen him like get to the top of almost everything he does.
Yeah, man, the battle $200. It's Supreme Dragon status.
$200.
I feel like Dave has that like overall just like feeling of solidity.
Balrog against Honda. He could beat that. Balrog against Bison. He could beat that.
What do you think of Dave's play? Well, not about Dave, more a character using the barrel. When we play in the game, like we're looking for the opponent's mistake, and I try to punish that. But the barrel, I cannot punish his mistake.
Five.
佢
Alright.
哋好奇怪嘅人，
They can be very strange. Smoking
佢哋
weed.
有嬌有
They
啱。
hoot and yell at one another.
Because I just throw all caution into the wind. I just stop caring about anything. Sometimes you just want to just kick back and not go. It's like you would never want to second guess yourself ever. It's like I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna not like think about anything that I do.
我唔係好中意玩遊戲。
I don't really enjoy the
好多時
games
候
myself.
我只
I
係喺
spend
度
most
睇人
reading the
打下
newspaper,
電
talking on
話
the
同埋
phone.
睇下報紙咯。自從80年代開始，我就喺嗰度做嘢，我就喺度派下
All I
啲
do is sit
仔
here
嘅
and hand
人
out
先。
quarters.
你知嘅咧，有時啲人
Most
就
people
抌
leave
低
their
啲垃
garbage
圾，
out and I'll clean it
我
up.
就要清理，好
Ar-
簡單嘅事情。
Arcade owner, simple things. Oh, someone bodied in the bathroom. Yo, someone bodied. Ah! Alright. Movieland Arcade.
鐘先生70年代就開咗呢間
Alright,
嘢。
history.
我唔記得具體喺邊一年。錢對於佢嚟講係冇乜所謂。
Someone
嗰個
just
Movieland 咧就係有個好好嘅地頭，如果佢賣咗咧就可以賣到成100萬。
could sell it for more.
但佢就話想就讓啲人高興下，一路都冇賣到。因為嗰個 Movieland 咧就只係需要25個仙就可以玩得。
Fuck yeah, everything's a quarter, yo. 4.
Did you got married, right? Yeah. Sir. How was it? It was it went by so fucking smoothly. It was just it's like being in a movie, but it just was like this. We're just on this really magnificent ship for like a whole night. You never want it to end. Like at the night when the DJ's about to
Ravers.
fuck, no, 3 more hours, please.
Oh my god.
It was awesome. Yes. Good. Tonight we find out who is the supreme dragon of all dragons.
Supreme Dragon?
It's a contest. 7 games.
Ooh, first.
7 games. It's $200.
Okay, first is 7, 200. Okay, so. This is 7.
Yeah, Dave is a nice guy. We've been playing for a long time, like for 2-3 years already. And sometimes I win, sometimes he win. Kind of good rival.
Alright, Boxer Old Sagat. Alright, first is 7. American Sticks. They're playing on American.
Spacing now. Playing patiently. Kentaro gets red hard and loses the first game.
Stay fucking free! Beat your ass.
After a fierce first game from Dave, Ken's gonna have to dig deep to find an answer.
The best.
Kentaro won't stop switching characters. Come on, Kentaro! Rallying now.
Okay,
Kentaro getting his
Dictator.
I know people from Granville Street just wander in,
Oh, what a fierce punch from Ken.
but the most that I've seen are people that seem to be here with a purpose. People that really love video games.
Ooh.
And the champ loses a game. The champ loses a game.
Oh, so
先
dramatic.
生70年代開咗呢間遊戲室。
Kitaro's turned it on. He's leading the series 3-2, and now Dave's got his back to the wall. Goes up and throws. Now Dave's turning on his offense.
Ooh.
Sometimes I win, sometimes you win. Kind of good rival.
鐘先生係一個好可愛又有善嘅人，佢成日都講，我就係想啲人高興啲。
Sometimes you just want to just kick back and not go.
They're huddling around a cabinet. 3.
It all comes down to this. Begins with a headbutt. Fake stage jump, jab, punish. Throws some hands. Puts himself in the corner.
Oh, Honda. 2.
Headbutt locks him down. Goes in. Makes it.
Basics with the commentary.
Oh my God. The health is low. Dave Finney's got to come up with something.
1. Final. Ooh, Ochio. Dragon status. Now rave. Yo, this is hilarious. The production on this is hilarious. That's how it ends? Right, 0. Alright. Alright. That was a pretty fun watch. All right, let me go to the for Holden. All right. Comments. 6 comments. Legendary place. When can marvel the authenticity. Passed by so many places. We got the Roxy Burger. Yeah. All right. So that's the Movieland movie. It's just an in-depth of Vancouver's ST scene. And the some level of legacy emphasis in Western Canada. So it's like, all right. March 2018, Movieland Arcade. All right. So what brought me here is that. So we're in March 2018. So the backstory of how I even managed to get here is that in October/November, so around Halloween, is a big tournament in Detroit, Michigan called UMACon. So in UMACon they have legacy emphasis, and I happen to win CVS 2 and not Super Turbo, Alpha 2. So that's 200 American, which translates to 300 Canadian. And what happened is that I happened to find a flight deal where you can fly one way from Toronto to either Vancouver, Calgary, or Edmonton, and vice versa. $100, and that's personal item and carry-on. So that was a travel deal at the time, and this is before Swoop. This is before Flair Air or any of those low-cost budgetary flights. So this is a major airline. Air Canada didn't even want to compete with that shit. So with the winnings I got at UMACon, I decided to take a Western Canada trip. I already had it planned that I would go to Vancouver. Then at the time, Greyhound Canada existed, so I would go take a Greyhound to Kelowna, British Columbia, chill there for about 6 hours, take a bus to Calgary, Alberta, which is about 10 hours, chill there for like 6 or 8 hours, and then go all the way 3 to 4 hours north to Edmonton, and then I'll chill there for like 2 weeks. So it was a Western Canada trip for winning a Detroit tournament. So this is all my Vancouver picks, but I want to go to Movieland Arcade because they already set it up where I can play casuals against everybody. Finney Brothers, Kintaro, whomever. I think I'll find the post after this. I have a post of it on my Facebook, so. Alright, so this is just going around Vancouver. This is my first time in British Columbia. Not my first time in Western Canada because my family have moved here previously, hence the CEO 2016 barbecue, and I've been to Canada Cup 2012 in Calgary. So while I was talking, I just showed you some of my Vancouver sightseeing pics. And shoutouts to Basics for meeting me and setting up this casual session, and then dropping me off to the Pacific Terminal for my bus. So this is Movieland Arcade. So this is inside. So the Daytona, USA. That's 6 cabinets. Wait. No, 8 cabinets. 8 cabinets of Daytona, USA. Warning: persons under 18 not permitted in this arcade. Maximum $300 fine or 2 weeks in prison. Wow. Alright, Police 911, stay on that during play, move your body. Golden Tee, Time Crisis 2, Crazy Taxi, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, The House of the Dead, Crazy Taxi, Creature of the Black Lagoon, I don't know this one, what's Pinball? Yep, sorry, yeah. In case of a machine, there's a sign. San Francisco Rush 2049, Revolution X, Tetris, Raiden 2, Bust a Move, Street Fighter 2 Champion. Wait, this is Hyper Fighting. This is Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Miss Pac-Man, Cybercore Taito System, Bust a Move again, Neo Geo 150, Strikers 1945, Virtua Cop, NHL Open Ice, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Daytona USA, House of the Dead, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike inside a Mortal Kombat 1 body, and I will assume that's Marvel vs. Capcom inside a Mortal Kombat 1 body, Big Buck Hunter 2, Gauntlet Legends, Extreme Hunting, Harley Davidson Motorcycle Racing, Ms. Pac-Man Galaga, Area 51, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, Burger Time in an MK2 cabinet, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection in an MK1 body. Oh my god, they just reused the bodies and then they just put up the marquee and the PCB in there. Lethal Enforcers, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Raiden Fighters, Golden Sea Golf, Playboy Pinball, Transformers Pinball, Indiana Jones Pinball, Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars Episode 1, House of the Dead, Terminator 3. I can't read that. Yeah, sorry, I can't read that. Some of them are blurry. Girly Movies, Theater for Men. So it's just a bunch of, I don't know how to say it. It's one of those things. I know they made it in the 70s and the 80s where you just put film and then you put on these goggles and then it's kind of like that. So I think that's everything from Movieland Arcade. Well, that takes place in the daytime. I know I come back in the nighttime for sets. I tried to record sets that night, but trying to find a socket and having a very sensitive digital camera battery. Yeah, so this is where they watch the girly movies. It's like a little porn booth. And I got a ride to Pacific Central Station for my bus. So that's my pictures of Movieland Arcade. March 2018, Edmonton FGC Weekly. So, this is my first time at Overclock Gaming. This is where the Edmonton FGC has their FGC sessions, their Wednesday night fights. $7 and you get one free drink. I think it's like 5 o'clock till close. People start filing around 6 or 7 o'clock. Free entry tournaments. I had there you go. Overclock Gaming and Computers. So, Street Fighter 5. So, 2018 season 2.5 or 3. So, season 3. Right, price list. Under Night and Birth EXE latest. This is my I think my laptop or some. Yeah, my laptop. And I had Fightcade put in some ST. This is. Well, I can't tell the Guilty. I'm guessing either Persona 4 Arena or Guilty Gear Xrd. I can't tell. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Dragon Ball Fighters. I can't tell, and I can't tell. An Abigail sprite from Final Fight. A bit of an angle shot. Sticks. Alright. So that's my first time at an Edmonton FGC weekly. Alright. We got a bit of a ripple in the episode, but we're just going to continue on. Next chapter. Part 2, March/December 2019. January/June 2020, March 2023. So, March 2019, Edmonton FGC Weekly. So, I just did a little bit of a quote-unquote March break vacation. Just wanted to come here. Didn't want to go through a little bit of drama back in Toronto. So, it's like, you know what? I'm going to extend my vacation. I'm going to chill here. Because, you know, Edmonton gives me some type of a relaxation space. So, I just passed by to the Weekly. Yep, just that day. I showed up that day from the airport. So, yep, I arrived 6:20 a.m. I'm just going to show up later on that day. So, what are people playing? Right? Oh, Dragon Ball Fighters. Under Night and Birth. CVS 2. Street Fighter 5. I'm guessing Arcade Edition. Under Night and Birth EXE latest. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because we got a Dreamcast there. Dragon Ball Fighters. Tekken 7. This is cool. See, you have a Tekken 7 setup right there. Then you have the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the big TV there. Alright, you got a row of stations there. Under Night and Birth. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Street Fighter 5. That's... No, okay, that's a stream. That's just a Street Fighter 5 stream going there. Because I see the name Brian F. right there. So, then Dragon Ball Fighters, which is a tournament. STHD. People play like to play the HDR Classic, but you got to play it on STHD mode. So it's a good convenient thing that there's a PS3 on site there. Right, what do you have here? Skullgirl, Second Encore, and Under Night and Birth EXE latest. Right. Yeah, it's a lot of Under Night / Dragon Ball. $7 is entry, and you get one free drink. This is alright. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Dragon Ball Fighters. So they got a stream here while we're watching another stream, which this one has to be Next Level Battle Circuit. So spooky. They did CVS 2 tournament here. Got a crowd. So more Dragon Ball Fighters. Dragon Ball is pretty popular here. And then on another TV, they put in. I think this is I see it. This is Anniversary Collection, the PS4 version of Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. On a big. That mainly when people use these TVs, we don't. It's just outside people who want to play like FIFA. So we don't usually use this big TV. Spooky, restreaming Next Level. Passing by, and that's all the computer setups there. Alright. So, what do we got left? March, alright. So the next week, I'm still here, just chilling. So the next week's weekly, same games. So SDHD on PS3, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Burn Copy says Seasons Beatings 3 Remix. CVS 2, got it on a Dreamcast. Play some Marvel 2, got some Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Guilty Gear Exerd, Rev 2, Under Night and Birth EXE, Under Night and Birth EXE. Yep. You'll get at least 3 stations of Under Night and Birth. It's a very popular game here. League of Legends stream still going on. Bracket. This is, yep, Under Night and Birth, BB Tag Battle, Dragon Ball Fighters, Street Fighter 5, DBFZ, DBFZ, DBFZ. Tekken, Marvel 2, DBFZ, DBFZ, Snacks. Just a bunch of crowd shots. 2 stations of BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Bit of a crowd shot of the row. Alright. Next will be December 2019. Another Edmonton FGC Weekly. So for this one, when I usually vacation, do a winter vacation, it's like if I have nothing planned in Toronto, no one wants to hang out with me, no one wants to be with me, whatever the case, you know what, fuck it, I'll just go to Edmonton and I'll just fucking relax here. So you know what, so I just decided to do a 2 weeks stay in Edmonton. You know, I didn't want to be alone for my birthday. My birthday's on the 19th and Christmas is on the 26th. 25th, and the week after is my birthday is on Boxing Day, so 6-7 days apart. Christmas, Boxing Day. Got bored, so it's like, you know what? I already did the final week, the monthly in Toronto called TTT Final Impact. So you know what? I'll do the final Ranbat in Edmonton. And you know what? They had CVS2 there. I had to show up. I got 3rd place. So first is Koa, second is Minibok, 3rd is me, and I just want to only show this grand finals. Sakura Bison Ken versus Sakura Blanca Bison, so top tier teams. Show. Oh my god, you screwed up. Okay. Drops in the scrambles. So this wasn't streamed, but it's a good thing I had a cell phone with a lot of memory, so I was able to fucking record this. Trying to find some type of makeshift tripod. But the good thing about this is at least you got some legacy footage. Some Canadian legacy footage. Roll cancel electricity. Oh my god, and you screw up the custom. Oh my god, and you screw... Oh, these are some bad drops. 3 out of 5. Alright, final round. This is tournament point for Koa. Ranbat point for Koa. Ooh, Shoryu. Respawn Shoryu of the scissor kick. Ooh. Whiffs the throw, activates. Nope. No Shinryuken to finish. Throw. Screws up. Oh my god. Screws up the activate. GG's. And Koa has won CVS 2. Alright. Next. January 2020. So, obviously I'm here, so now we're here for the first Ranbat of the year of 2020. So we're doing so for this one, special, no tournament, just 2 first to 5s. So 2 first to 5s. So, we're just gonna go to the final round here. I think the score is like 5-2 me, and I think like 5-4 me. Trying to get a makeshift camera here. Showcase this match. Show. Got me. Break that guard, but you screwed up and didn't get the kill immediately. Nope, that costed you. Every ball he does is a roll cancel. P groove. This is nerve-wracking. Ooh, okay. Must be a video codec error. Alright. There must be a codec error. Parrying. Nice. So A Bison versus P Blanca. Here we are again. Nah, he could have activated in one. Nice. Oh, Shout of Earth. Alright. How am I supposed to come back from here? Nice. Oh, and he screws up the paint. Screws, gets the double reverse, does not get the super. Are you gonna win this? Nice. The clapping. GG's.
Clutch parry. Oh man.
Yeah, man. Clutch parrying.
Clutch parry. That was
Yeah,
fucking
man.
tough as
That was tough as fuck.
Carry everything?
Yeah, man.
Heavy shit.
Yeah, man. Got some good footage on before you go back home from your, Christmas, New Year's vacation. So that's good. More confidence in CVS too. So it's a good thing I have Edmonton as a home for CVS too. All right. So and then January 2000, then the pandemic happens, and then I created an episode 33, which is Edmonton's legacy session. So all the sessions that ever happened during the time. I'm not going to incorporate all of that in this episode, aside from one session, which is the Dark Renegade UMVC3 casual. So it happened to be that Dark Renegade happened to host a casual. I'm just going to show a few minutes of it. And Quackbot happened to be here. So we happened to play a couple, hours of Marvel. So if I'm going to play against Dark Renegade, it has to be on PS4. But if it's against Quackbot, it has to be on PC. So I'll just show, just until the KO. So I got to play some Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is pretty good. MODOK Sentinel, Doctor Doom. And I recorded this. This is one of the very first times that I've actually did, aside from the mini box sessions, that I actually live streamed out of my phone. So it was pretty crazy, and I'm using Facebook video. I didn't get into Twitch back then, and by my Xbox One back then. This is June. I didn't even officially move here yet. I was technically trapped here during the pandemic. So I was lucky to get at least some non-fightcade but offline game in here. So Marvel 3, that was pretty good. Alright, and then skip all the way to the final segment, which is Canada Cup 2023. So June 2020 was the last session, and then COVID still happened. I technically moved, I returned back to Mississauga, chilled there to finalize, my exit out of there, and then I will move to Edmonton here in November. And then, COVID still happened, nothing's going on. And then I just explored the fucking, EDM drum and bass scene. I became their rave photographer and still exploring other, music scenes, trying to do this as a side hustle and, get a semblance of some social life outside of fighting games. And one of the tournaments that has my attention is Canada Cup 2023. You already had a Canada Cup Masters Series, but I'm like, I'm not going to go all the way to Calgary. Screw Lapchi. I'm not cool with him. I'm never going to go to Canada Cup ever again. I didn't have a fun time. So it's like, okay, what does Edmonton have? Canada Cup. Okay, fine. Not really much. Just okay. 2-day I wouldn't say even a mini major, just a regional. So Smash Ultimate, Smash Melee, Strive, Guilty Gear, BlazBlue. So it's $20 for the venue, and then all the other games is respectable, fees. So $10 most likely, but for Third Strike it was free entry. Every game had a pot bonus, and Third Strike was given 100, which is perfect for a free entry. Just pay $20 to come here, just chill out. So I obviously with Street Fighter 5, gonna be on its tail end in this era. Everyone gonna be ready for Street Fighter 6. The high emphasis games in this city are Dragon Ball Fighter Z and Under Night and Birth EXE latest and BlazBlue Central Fiction. Right. So this is the main part of Norquest College. Right. You got a big projector. Shoutouts to Scrub Cybot, possibly the best player in North America for Samurai Showdown. He brought 2 setups. He brought 2 monitors, 2 Xbox Series X's, 4 converters, like just fucking stream some Samurai Showdown. This game wasn't even on the list. It was just a small community side game, just, you know, pretty cool. So I'm thinking maybe the one of the next tournaments I'll maybe want to run, like, you know, whatever games that's interested. Side Third Strike's pretty popular. I'd like to run some ST or Vampire Savior. Food truck. Reasonable prices. These are reasonable prices. There's food truck. Dragon Ball Stick. Don't worry about that. And the Samurai Showdown stream. A little bit of the Dragon Ball Fighters. And then just a crowd shot. Pretty big space. Pretty easy to access. Right? Third Strike Online Edition. It's good. A good thing because it's like, okay, if you're going to play a legacy game, what is your standards here? In Edmonton, you have the choice of either playing on PS4 30th Anniversary Collection or PS3 Online Edition. I'd rather choose the PS3 Online Edition. Thank God. It's like, okay, at least you guys have some semblance that this version is better than fucking PS4 30 AC. It was always recommended that if you cannot have access to a CPS 3 board, it is recommended to play the Xbox 360 version on a CRT. Oh, alright, this is as close as you can get, which is fine. Like, okay, it's passable. I'm not gonna complain, so that's fine with me. Alright, and wow, that is the end. Wait. Introduction. Alright, and that is the end of this episode, which is Western Canada Locals and the Movieland Movie. So I just wanted to do some type of short episode, and kind of seeing I got about, let's say, a guaranteed 50 minutes, which is pretty cool. So, you know, just a little bit of my time in just exploring the Western Canada FGC during the Street Fighter V era. Alright, so now we're in the introduction, and I've been recording episodes like crazy because technically this has been recorded on August 4th, and I just release it later on. Alright, so the next episode I plan to do is episode 42, the last minute Brett Cave Poverty birthday session. So basically, just my birthday, a casual happening in my house, 30-centimeter thunderstorm, review all your rival schools and your X-Men Children of the Atom matches, poverty session. So it's just a fun filler episode, like all these other latest ones. You know, photo album, my history. This is just something fun to do. All right, and that is episode 41, Western Canada Locals album and the Movieland Movie, and I'll see you when I see you.